After Sauron had tortured Gollum for many years, he had finally the answers he was looking for, that someone named Baggins from the Shire had taken the One Ring. But have you ever wondered how the Nazgûl could even locate the One Ring? And it's not because they are attracted to it. The distance between Mordor and the Shire is far off. Maybe in close range they would be attracted to it, but not that far away. So in today's video we will explore how the Nazgûl actually found the location of the Shire. After Gollum had revealed the names Baggins and Shire, Sauron did not know where the Shire actually was, and Gollum didn't either. But Sauron wanted to start the search as soon as possible, since he has a name and a location, and he wanted to send out his servants that he trusted the most, and those were his Nazgûl, the Ringwraiths, because they were the only ones who would take the ring and bring it to him. Others, like the Mouth of Sauron or Gothmog, Lieutenant of Morgul, would just take the ring and probably use it themselves, because they will be tempted by it. So he wanted to send out the Nazgûl, but he did not want the wise to find out that he actually knows of the location of the One Ring. So that is why he wanted to send them out in secret, but they have a big problem. Because you see, one of the most powerful weapons of the Nazgûl is them spreading fear. And even if they are unclad and weaponless, the moment they pass next to you, you will notice this fear, and it will be amplified the more they are together. You see, 7 of the 9 left Minas Morgul to find the ring. Khamûl and another Nazgûl were still located in Dol-Guldur. So Sauron conducted a plan, and he wanted to attack Gondor. Not only so the Nazgûl could slip by without the wise noticing it, or Gondor even noticing it, that they used this assault to guide the Nazgûl across the Anduin and so go and find the One Ring. They also wanted to test Gondor's strength and to see how prepared Denethor truly is. So the Nazgûl have crossed the Anduin and they went into the Wolf, and there they got clothes, weapons and a brand new horse stolen from Rohan. The first thing they thought of was to search where Gollum came from, because Sauron figured out that this person, this Baggins, was actually of the same race as Gollum. And there, the Witch King and the 6 other Nazgûl met up with Khamûl and the last one. From Khamûl they have learned that Gollum had escaped Thranduil's halls and that they need to look further. But those villages that Gollum came from, that they had noticed, they were empty, deserted. So the Witch King thought, okay, we're going to look further down the Anduin, and they went further north. But this was the biggest mistake that they could have made during their entire travels, and I will show this at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. After they went further north, they came at the borders of Lorien, but they did not dare to enter the woods because they feared the lady who possesses the White Ring. So they returned with no success to the Wolf, and there a messenger came from Barad-dûr.
I have a message for the Morgul Lord from the Tower of Barad-dûr. First of all, Boromir, son of Denethor, has set out from Gondor to fulfill its prophecy. And second, Saruman has captured Gandalf in the Tower of Orthanc. You must go with haste to Isengard and question Gandalf and Saruman and know where it is hidden. And last of all, he said to subscribe to the Table of Durin if you enjoyed this video so far.
So after they received this information, they went as quickly as possible to the Tower of Orthanc, to Isengard, and questioned Saruman of the captivity of Gandalf and what he had figured out. Saruman was full of fear and full of wrath because he was afraid that he would now have 2 enemies, that Sauron was onto him on what his true plans were. But Saruman used his voice, the power of his voice, and spoke towards the Nazgûl.
It is not in the land that you look for. I know what you seek, though you do not name it. I have it not, as surely as its servants perceive without telling. For if I had it, then you would bow before me and call me Lord. And if I knew where this thing was hid, I should not be here, but long gone before you to take it. There is one only whom I guess to have this knowledge. Mithrandir, enemy of Sauron. And since it is but 2 days since he departed from Isengard, seek him nearby.
And this voice of Saruman was so powerful that even the Witch King of Angmar, chief of the Nazgûl, did not question it. He just went back to Rohan to seek for Gandalf, to question him and interrogate him about the truth of the One Ring and the Shire. But Saruman was lying. He in fact knows where the Shire is. He has been buying pipeweed from them. So the Nazgûl followed Saruman's voice and left Isengard alone, and they went towards Rohan. So on the way to Rohan, they met up with Grima Wormtongue because he came from Edoras to go to Saruman to tell him that Gandalf had taken a horse from Rohan. But Grima was held up by the Nazgûl, and because of the fear that the Nazgûl spread, Grima told everything that he knew, and he even told that Saruman did know where the Shire was located, but the Nazgûl did not have time to go back to Isengard to talk with Saruman, and they went further north towards the Shire. And on their way, they met up with a merchant who had a cart with goods from the Shire to Saruman. So this just confirms that they just know that Saruman is a traitor and that he already knew where the Shire was located and could have aided them. But he did not, because he wanted to possess the ring for himself. So the Nazgûl used this man so they could get information from him, and they sent him as a spy to Bree. This is the exact same spy that the Hobbits see when they are in the Prancing Pony. But the Nazgûl go further to the borders of the Shire, and there at the borders they come across a group of rangers. But Aragorn was not with them at that time, because he was going east looking for Frodo, tracking his footsteps and see if he is all safe and well. And some of the rangers had fled from the Nazgûl because they were afraid. Who wouldn't if 9 Nazgûl just appear out of nowhere and start attacking you? I think I would be afraid as well. Let me know in the comment section. Would you flee or would you fight the Nazgûl when they were there at the borders of the Shire? Do your duty. But sadly enough, the rangers who defended died there at the borders, and so the Nazgûl could enter the Shire and go to Bag End to ask for Frodo Baggins. And this was, hear me clearly, on September 23rd. The day after Frodo had left the Shire. This is so pivotal that it's just a day later. If they didn't go all the way north along the Anduin, they would have been there in time, and they would have taken the ring from Frodo, returned it to their master, and Sauron would have the One Ring for himself. But they were there one day later, and Frodo could set out on his quest to destroy the One Ring. But at the end, he did not throw the ring himself into the fire. Some might say he had failed, some may not. And if you want to know the answer to this question, did Frodo fail on his quest? Then this is your next video to watch, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.